What's up, y'all? Post. What's up, Levi? What's happening? I'm just trying to type, bro. You know I can't chew bubblegum and walk at the same time, player. Whoops. Hold up. I'm just waiting for everybody to tap in, y'all. Pin comment. Bam. What's up, Patrick? What's up, everybody? What's going on? Yo. So I'm about to give y'all some free game right now. So I'm going to give it another minute for everybody to join. Then I'm going to bless y'all with this game. You know what I'm saying? Don't mind my room. Yeah, I made $100 in under 10 minutes, and my room's not really like a dope-ass bedroom set. You know, your boy's broke. Just kidding, I ain't broke, but I'm busy, you know, trying to make some money. Oh, yeah, you like that teddy bear, ABD? Yeah, I got it for your mama. I just ain't dropped it off yet, you know what I'm saying? She live kind of far. Just playing. What's up, Patrick? I'm doing good, bro. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, you right, Levi, you right. What's up, Victor? What's up, Freddie? Freddie Manos? Yo. So, first of all, I want to tell you guys, I'm not the best at cutting hair. I'm really good. I've been to a lot of classes, you know, been grinding, you know, but I'm not the best barber. I'm pretty good up there, but I'm going to tell you that it's not all about being a great barber when it comes to the skill. A lot of people got skill. I know great barbers that have great skill, but a lot of it comes to customer service, right? Building these relationships. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Jody? What's up, Billy G? Yes, sir. But so anyways, since you know, we got a lot of people on here, we're gonna get into it, right? What's up, Jay Wesson? So, boom, so this is what happened today, right? One of my clients, I just recently started cutting him. I haven't been cutting him for more than like 2 months. I just met him. Come to find out, dude was a baller, right? I met him through another client that kind of hooked me up. And dude drives a nice car, like super nice, like stupid nice. You'd be like, God damn, right? I seen that, and a lot of the times, a lot of people will see that and think, oh, I'm about to get tip fat. You know what I'm saying? But when you deal with these dudes are really successful and wealthy, you don't find that they're just gonna drop you $100 for a haircut. Because number one, they're fucking pinching pennies. You know what I'm saying? They end up rich because they make smart decisions with their money, right? So not everybody's gonna give you $100. You know what I'm saying? The way that I was able to create that value is engaging with him. You know what I'm saying? And not everybody that can engage, you know, not everybody's going to engage with him the same, right? The reason why I was able to engage with him, because number one, I've been grinding so hard that it shows in my conversation when we talk about it, when I ask a consultation, when he sits down, right? So number two, really educating myself when it comes to growing myself, right? So I dropped out of high school pretty early. I hated fucking reading books, right? I hate reading books, you know what I mean? At the time. Now that I'm older and I'm trying to like make past these barriers that I feel like I had, what helps me is reading, right? And it's stupid as hell. Like I felt like at the beginning that I'm like, man, I should have been reading all these books when I was young, like they told you in school, and like, you know, everybody tells you, but, you know, my dumb ass, I ain't going to listen to people when they tell me what to do. You know, I'm trying to do the opposite. I'm like, hell no. You know what I'm saying? So educating yourself, constantly growing yourself. For the fact that I just always read, like, since I'm on the business, I had a lot of questions that I didn't have a lot of friends that could answer that, right? So what I did was really look into books and educating myself and growing myself rather than, just asking the people around me, because I'm not gonna fake it. Not everybody around me is like super successful where I want to be. So I kind of looked into reading books about successful people and what they're doing, and just to kind of get a feel for it, and the more I started reading these books, the more I started just finding out about myself, about successful people, about wealthy people. Like, I got a book right here, man. This one's dope. Think and Grow Rich. One of my my instructors, the owner of the barber school, Tim Hyatt, he told me to read that back when I was in school. He was like, I see something in you, Albert. Read this book, you know what I mean? And, he gave me that book, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to read it. And then I started reading it, and I just got bored hella fast and was like, fuck this shit. I ain't reading this book. You know what I mean? Years down the road, I got that book, and I'm like, this book is so fucking fire. And a story inside that book reminded me of my barber, the owner of the barber school. I'm like, damn, that's the same fucking book that he told me to read back, when I was 25. At the time, I wasn't ready for that shit. You know what I mean? I wasn't, mentally, I was like, just not focused in. I'm just trying to learn haircuts, you know what I mean? So years down the road, I'm like, damn, all these books, like, he was trying to help me and put me on game. But at the time, I just hated reading books, you know what I mean? So now that I'm a little older, more experienced, I'm like, damn, these fucking books are dope. They help me a lot, you know what I mean? There's books about people, how to deal with people, how to lead, how to be successful, how to be, whatever you want to do in life, like whatever you want to be, whatever you feel like, you want to inspire. There's books for that. You want to be a better you know what I'm saying? One of my favorite books, and I suggest everybody read this because it's like my Bible, is the 4 Agreements. I read that book and it was just so game changing. I had a good friend, my boy Jody Joe, the one that owns Clean Cut, talk about it. My wife Gabby, she read it, and it was just game changing for everybody. So I suggest you read that. So yeah, it's all about educating yourself, right? So getting back to how I was able to engage with the client that paid me $100 for a haircut, it goes back to these books. A lot of these conversations we had refer back to the books. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't be able to keep up that conversation. I'd be just stuck listening if I didn't really educate myself. And don't get me wrong, you don't catch me reading books all the time. Like, sometimes I'm listening to audiobooks, right? And I'm not listening to them every day. That shit, like, there's times where I'm like, man, I read too many books. I'm about to go crazy. I gotta listen to some, like, rap or something that's just, like, talking about stupid. You know what I mean? Just to kind of get my mind off of it. But always, I try to get back in the routine of reading a book, educating myself, growing myself. So, the more I educate myself, the more I'm able to hold a conversation. Yeah, Philip Garcia, he already knows what time it is. The more I educate myself and the more conversation I have for these dudes that are successful, the more that I see their grinding, that I even respect their grind, because I'm like, damn, this dude already knows about that book. He might have read it like 10 years ago. I'm like 1 year into like this book, just barely started reading this book. And I'm like, holy shit, this dude is smart. And the steps they're taking from those books, I'm just like, okay, I recognize that. You know what I mean? So for me to engage conversation with the dude that makes all this money, and obviously rich people are not going to just be cashing out $100, but we had such a good conversation, and I went all into what I do, like in cutting hair. I really just like got obsessed with it. You know what I mean? Like Grant Cardone's dope as fuck. He has a Be Average or Be Obsessed. I got obsessed with cutting hair, right? And I became, the best person I could be at cutting hair, right? I'm not competing with anybody, don't get that twisted. I don't look at like, yeah, I want to be better than this dude. I want to be better than that dude. No, I don't care about being better than anybody. I want to be better than myself. You know what I mean? I want to beat myself. I'm in constant competition with myself. You know what I mean? So being that I was in competition with myself, I understood, boom, this is what I need to work on. This is what I need to do. Instead of trying to look at everybody else, I knew what I needed to do. And I've only been cutting hair 6 years, you know what I mean? I don't feel like that's a long time. But when you become obsessed and you go to classes, then you start to get real good at what you do. So for me, just submerging myself into being barber and watching YouTube videos, bored as fuck, like but still watching it because I need to soak that game up. I want to be good. I want to be better. And I'm taking game from everybody I can. That's the important part. You want to be able to take game from anybody. I started cutting hair at the barber school, and that's probably one of the best things that I've done as a barbershop owner is cutting hair at the barber school. Because when I started cutting hair at the barber school, I'm learning from students. You know what I mean? I got students on this live that I learned from, whether it was clipper techniques, blow drying techniques, whatever techniques, you know what I mean? But it helped me become more obsessed with my craft and what I was doing to be better. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people might not even listen to students because their students are like, oh, I ain't gonna listen to what this dude say. He ain't got no game, you know what I'm saying? Not me. I'm gonna learn from a little kid if he tells me something. Kids are honest anyways, you know what I mean? So that's important to me. It's just growing, constantly growing, being in competition with myself. Back to how I charge $100 for a haircut. It's not just me having great conversation, but being able to execute the techniques that I learned in school, listening to the owner of the barber school that used to teach me all kinds of game, you know what I mean? And just applying everything, it all came together. When the dude called me today, he was like, hey bro, I need to cut it this time. He's running super behind. He has a lot of things to do, right? He's a business owner. He's an entrepreneur. His schedule's super busy. My schedule's busy. And he understands that, right? So he ran late on me about 15 minutes. So I know he respects my time, but he's busy, and obviously things happened to where he had to run behind on me. I'm cool with that, right? And I was like, look, bro, don't worry about it. You know what I mean? I'll be here. I didn't have a lot of book schedules. I don't try to be super booked anymore. I've done that. I've grinded so hard, got good at haircuts, got quick. But he was like, I'll be there in 15 minutes, but I have a meeting immediately after. I only have like a little bit of time to cut hair. Are you okay to do that, or should I reschedule? I was like, no, come through, bro. Like, I'm fast. I could do a fast haircut because I was used to grinding it out. You know what I mean? I'm sitting there grinding. I've cut at events where, it might have been a free event. I've cut homeless, at kids like at elementary school where kids need haircuts. You know what I mean? And so I'm used to grinding, right? Even at the shop, ask anybody that works with me, or work beside me. When it comes to cutting hair, when it's time to grind, I don't care if it's a full shop, I'll grind. You know what I'm saying? I'll get down and I'll lead by example because I'm showing these guys it's more money. We can make more money. So anyways, I was able to do this haircut quick, right? He's like, hey, bro, I only got 15 minutes. I was like, I got you, bro. Come through. I'll take care of you. You're going to get a good haircut, and I'll get it going. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. So dude pulls up. Nice-ass motherfucking car. Boy, you guys should have saw it. And he pulls up, cut him up. It took me, I swear, 12 minutes. And I did a haircut, a beard trim, and a shampoo, right? It was all pretty rushed. He was on the phone half the time. I understood it, but I knew he always takes care of me. He values my time. He understands that I'm busy, he's busy. It's almost like a mutual understanding. I'm still able to have a little bit of conversation with him in between time, asking him about his endeavors because the dude's flying out to a different state to go invest in a business to help run it and consult it and show how to run business, which is dope to me. That's like getting game while I'm cutting his hair. And I'm able to cut his hair in 15 minutes, and then bam, dude's out the door, Venmo's me $100, you know what I'm saying? And to me, it wasn't just the haircut that I can do a quick haircut, because anybody can do, well, not anybody, but a lot of people can do a quick haircut. But for me to build that relationship with the client, have these conversations when it comes to, growing businesses and working hard and being dedicated and deal with people and shit like that, that's where it all came together. And I was able to make $100 in under, 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I got barbers that was at my shop that seen it. He wasn't the first client that paid me $100. I got multiple clients that pay me that much, and I'm not saying to brag. I'm just saying just to kind of share to you guys. You guys can do that same shit too if you're a barber, whatever you do, anything you do, value yourself, you know what I'm saying? And I got multiple clients, you know what I mean? That will pay me that much because they value my time, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, you're right, Levi. You guys are all right. You guys know what's up. So it's just all about creating that value. You know what I'm saying? What's going to separate you from somebody else? You know what I'm saying? Showing hard work. You know what I'm saying? Number one, I showed hard work at the rate I was able to cut his hair as fast as I cut his hair. Right? That's one piece of hard work that he was able to see, because the haircut was clean as hell. Right? Same quality as if I would have took 45 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And number two, you know, you got the quality, and then, you know, the timing. You know what I mean? If he's like, I got to get out this time. You know what I'm saying? But so that's basically what it is, y'all. I'm trying to help you guys understand how I do it and how you can do it. But he could see how much I'm growing as a person, because I've talked to him about like my past and what I've been through and how I've grown up and the conversations we had. He's like, damn, bro, like, that's what's up. I'm proud of you. You know what I mean? And I'm like, not here trying to, you know, get sympathy from him or nothing, but it just comes up. You know what I mean? It's just somebody that asked me about it, you know, and when we're talking about the books I've read or what he's read and all that shit, man, it's all together. You know, it's where opportunity meets preparation. You know what I'm saying? What Vic says. So you saying that it's not about the cut, also the person behind the clipper is just as important as the cut. Boom. Yep. It's anybody, you know, there's great barbers. I know great barbers, like I said, and I just said it again. What kind of value do you bring your client? You know what I mean? What kind of knowledge can you bring? Can you inspire them? Can you show them game? Can you help them out? You know, are they someone that they can look at you and be like, hey man, what do you think I should do about this situation? You know what I'm saying? And are they going to trust you to give your judgment? You know what I'm saying? I had a friend ask me the other day, you know, would you pay somebody $50 for a haircut? And I thought about it and I'm like, no. But then I was like, no, hold up. I would if it was the right person, right? If I could go to somebody and I needed a cut, and obviously I don't got a lot of hair, so initially I was like, hell no, like, I'm bald, I don't even pay for that. But then I thought about it, I'm like, yeah, because I thought about a handful of artists and, well, you know, art barbers that I would be like, yeah, that would be dope to get cut by him, and I would pay that because that person is going to be full of game, and I'm able to kind of bounce ideas back and forth and gain a lot of game, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to just sit there and just waste my time talking about somebody that just drinks and parties and smokes and, you know, we talking about these girls and that. Nah, hell no. I want to talk about, you know, what type of business ideas do you have? What can I get from you? You know what I mean? Like, how can we, you know, maybe start a business? You know what I'm saying? I've had conversations with a lot of different dudes about business, you know what I mean? About inspiring. Like, me and my boy Victor, you know, he's a real estate agent. So if y'all need to get a house, man, that dude hooked us up. Dope house. Yeah, he's dope as hell. Follow him, Victor Martinez. But, you know, we talked about what if we did some type of event, you know, like where we just invited people that are like close to us that we know and families, you know what I'm saying? Because me and him, we don't come from the best situation, but we get together, we chop it up, and we talk about inspiring shit. And, you know, when it comes to me and him, I feel like we're definitely like somebody to look up to that's raised in our area and our family or somewhere near us. And we could just do like a meeting or conference. I don't even know how to put it. Sorry guys, I didn't graduate high school. But we could do something to where we can just sit there and talk about our journey, our stories, and inspire all the youngsters around us, the people that want to do something, and we could tell our story and give them hope to be like, bam, this is how we're going to do it. This is how we did it. This is how you guys should do it, you know, and be somebody that can really inspire somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's dope. Like, that's a dope conversation to have with another person that you could tell they've been grinding. You know what I'm saying? My boy went to high school together. He's been grinding nonstop. You know, the dude makes hella money selling houses, you know what I'm saying, because he's good. It's not about being a great realtor. You know, it's not about being a great real estate agent. You know, part of being a great real estate agent and selling houses is that customer service. You know, anytime I call my dude, I say, hey, bro, what about this house? You know, we'd get in a contract with the house, and then I'm like, he's like, bro, I don't think you should. He could have made money off of me real quick, a lot faster. You know, and then he could have went through the trouble of like, you know, he could have made money off of me. He didn't, and he went through the trouble of like going through like showing me a hell of more houses. You know what I'm saying? Me and my wife, and we're just both picky as hell. we want to find the right one. It's the biggest, purchase that we're making in our lives up to this point. So, that just shows like the dedication he puts into his craft. So that's the type of shit I'm on. That's the type of shit he's on. That's who I like to be around. People that are good dads, My boy DJ Juggy, that dude's a beast when it comes to DJing. You know what I'm saying? And I like game from Juggy, you know what I'm saying? I be chopping it up with my boy Juggy, and he's just talking about how good of a dad, not how good of a dad he is, but he's telling me stories about his kid and how he does it, and to me that's dope. That's the type of people I want to be around. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know where I was going with all this, you know what I'm saying? But I just feel blessed to have dope people around me. I'm trying to give you guys the game, that I get all the time from my clients. Being a barber is dope as fuck when you have dope clients, because you can learn from your clients. You can get all kinds of game from anybody. It's not just your clients, and it's not just barbering. That's people around you. But yeah, I just feel like I'm in a blessed position where, I used to work my ass off, man, with my boy Levi Welch. He does my videos. He's sick as hell. We used to do construction, man, in the cold with hot tar buckets, and it would be so hot, and you would be breathing in like that fumes from the hot tar, and I'm like, damn, this shit is killing me. And me and him was just working our ass off, you know what I mean, and going hard on fucking construction, man. And those are the toughest times, of my life, you know what I'm saying? But I'm over here doing my own thing, you know what I'm saying? I don't got a fucking boss trying to talk to me, and I'm ready to fight him because I don't want to take that shit, you know what I mean? And it's dope. He does videography. He's a fucking beast at what he does. He works with 8080. He was doing videos with Post Malone. That shit's a blessing. And for him, to be my friend and one of my clients and come to me, you know what I'm saying? That shit is dope. I feel blessed to have people like that around me, because it motivates me. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, my boy's doing this, my boy's doing that. Juggy, man, being a DJ for the Jazz, man, I love the Jazz. This dude had his own jersey made with DJ Juggy on the back. That's a blessing, you know what I'm saying? And I don't come from money, you know what I'm saying? I ain't crying about it. I ain't saying man, I wish I grew up and had all this money. Nah, hell no. I wouldn't change nothing. You know what I'm saying? I went to prison when I was 20, 21 or something like that, you know what I mean? And, at the time it sucked, but do I regret it? No, I don't regret it at all, because I learned a lot of hard lessons that taught me to just taught me how to fucking live my life nowadays, and how do I not get back there, you know what I'm saying? How do I not make those thinking errors? And it made me realize how I was raised as certain things, which I'm not saying nothing bad about how I was raised, but it could have been better, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not tripping about it. And it's just all these lessons in life helped put me in the position where I am today. And, who knows, if I didn't go to prison, if I didn't do all that, you know what I'm saying? Where would I be? You know what I'm saying? Maybe I would have got more time, because I was doing a lot of dumb shit and I didn't really care at the time. You know what I mean? But now that I'm on the right track, I use that as motivation. A lot of people will feel bad for themselves. Man, I went to prison, that shit sucked, whoop, whoop. Or this happened to me when I was younger, that happened to me, you know what I'm saying? I see it all the time, and there's two routes you could take it. Number one, you could take that shit and feel bad for yourself. What's up, TK? You could take that shit, feel bad for yourself, and, basically self-destruct. You know what I'm saying? I've seen people do drugs because, they're just mad at their situation, how they grew up and what happened to them, or they went to prison, so they got excuses why they can't do more in life. I got a lot of reasons why, you know what I mean? I see a lot of reasons why people do that. But the other option is you use that as motivation, you know what I'm saying? Instead of being like, damn, I feel bad for myself, you know what I mean? Fuck that, feel bad for your kids, grind hard so they don't ever have to feel like that, you know what I'm saying? Grind hard for yourself so you don't ever have to feel like that again, because you're going to put yourself right back in that situation, and you get put in that situation and you feel bad for yourself, you're going to be stuck, you know what I'm saying? So use that shit as motivation, you know what I mean? We all been through some bullshit, some of it might not seem as bad as the others, and, we don't know what each other's been through, but, definitely, yeah, I see you, Jarrell, but, definitely use, your past as something that you could move forward on, and you know, shit, who knows, hustle, inspire, motivate, you know, that Nipsey Hussle shit, you know what I'm saying? You could do that, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's basically what I wanted to come and chop it up with you guys. Let's do a quick recap. I did a 15-minute haircut in under, you know, I did a 15-minute haircut and made $100, right? And number one, it wasn't just the quality of my haircut. Yeah, it was. That helped, right? Number two, customer service. You know what I'm saying? And the passion that I have for what I do and bettering myself and putting myself in a position to win. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yeah, thank you guys. But putting myself in a position to win, and, you know, now I'm blessed to be able to, make a little bit of money, $100 in 15 minutes, so then I could take off and go spend more time with my family and my kids. Like, to me, that's a blessing, because there's been a lot of long days where I'm so busy cutting hair and I get home and my kid's asleep, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, now I'm to the point where I can really do that, and I can come home and enjoy my family, even though I'm still grinding all the time, you know what I mean? But I'm able to do that, you know, and I want you guys to be able to do that. But it wasn't easy, you know what I mean? It's a long road, you know, it's a lot of reading, it's a lot of knowledge, it's a lot of trials and tribulations, a lot of fuck-ups. You know, I'm one of the biggest fuck-ups. I fuck up all the time, but it's always about trying to, you know, get better. Forgive yourself and move forward and be a better you know what I'm saying? The 4 agreements will definitely put you up on all that. So, thank y'all for tapping in with me. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all make this motherfucking money and leave this inspired, motivated, go make some money, whatever. Call it what you want. Thank you.